Saturday morning. We did not do dueling tarot last night, but I figured I'd jump on right now. I was going to do a production video, but changed my mind and I decided I was going to go on live for you guys. A couple of things I want to look at. I want to look at this beef between Ron DeSantis, or Ron DeSanctimonious, as he was called by a certain former president, number 45. We like to call him 45 on here. I also want to look at the Elon Musk Twitter nonsense. I want to know, are people really that upset over at Twitter with him? Oh, I got to pop on comments. Sorry, I didn't have the comment. Hi, Sunny Girl. Hi, Tarot Destiny. Good morning, everybody. So I know it's pretty early. And who wears this much makeup in the morning? Oh, Sunny Girl, you called him Rhonda Satan too. So yeah, so there's this beef between the two of them, and intuitively I have my own instincts about what's going on with this. But before we do that, let's get a Louise Hay card here, just so we can kind of start out our weekend right with a nice mantra, a nice thought or two. I mean, it's like super weird weather here right now. It's like that dingy, wet, leftover hurricane weather that's coming our way up here in the East Coast, Northeast. And it's just not fall. It doesn't feel like fall at all. It doesn't feel like, it's a hot minute before Thanksgiving. So it's muggy and kind of hot and wet and disgusting. So today we got, well, I'll just read it. I love and approve of myself. So for all of you, I appreciate all that I do. I am good enough just as I am. I speak up for myself. I ask for what I want. I claim my power. So all of y'all, we're going to put it in the little stand. I love this deck. Again, this is, I'm not an affiliate or anything for them, but this is the Louise Hay House subscription card box that they have. I got the inaugural box. I don't know if you can still get the inaugural box because they should have one coming out in December. So I don't know if you can still get it, but I got 3 different decks of cards for like $30. It was pretty cool. So let's do this. So there's also, I only have about a half hour because I promised one of my girlfriends I would go take her to get her car. I don't know. I told her to watch while she was doing her makeup. So Kathy, if you're here, pay attention. So this is what's going on. There was post-election or peri-election. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that word. Democratic choice. There was a statement from 46 that he called Ron DeSanctimonious. Sunny Girl is offering up the Ron DeSatan. So I have a feeling that this is, I'm going to pull up my card view as well. Everybody that's joining in, good morning. Good morning. 7:30 a.m. Jay. Wow, that's pretty early. But I know you're in bed. I hope you all have a cup of tea or something like that. I don't even have a drink. So if I sloppy shuffle like I just did, have your cup of tea. And I got my hair done yesterday, and I decided I'm going to put a link in for my hairdresser because he is magical. His name is Steven Statland. He has been a friend of mine for 30 years plus. Really great guy. Has a shop called Chop Chop Bang Bang in Asbury Park, New Jersey. And he is amazing. If you are local, go see him. Really a terrific guy and an unbelievable hairdresser. He's really magical. So he does magical things with my hair. So I believe that this situation, this criticism of 45 of Ron DeSantis, I think that this is a ruse. So this is what I think is going on. And we're going to ask the cards and see if they agree with me. We'll put a little selenite on them while I'm talking. So I think that 45 is now fully appreciating that the powers that be are not going to let him win another presidential election. I also think that there is some earnestness about him to make an effort to correct some of the course that is going on now. Whatever you think of him, I think that DeSantis is the next. Good morning, serendipity. I think DeSantis is the next in line. Personally, I think he's a little bit young. Secondly, personally, my parents live in Florida most of the year, and I know that they like him and they want to keep him as a governor. So this is what I think they're doing. I think there is a backroom deal between 45 and DeSantis, that 45 is going to distance himself from DeSantis so DeSantis can run. I think this is an effort to get that wavering vote over to DeSantis so that he wants to create less connectivity between them. It's my understanding that some of the 45 backed candidates for this midterm election didn't do so great. So I think this is something that makes sense. And I am just looking, I have so much makeup on right now. So let's see. Is there a real beef between Trump? I said his name. Between 45 and DeSantis. Is there a real beef? Sloppy shuffle. Take a drink. Everybody take a drink. Tomorrow is my Bloody Mary day because today I got stuff I got to do. I'm sorry. I got it. I got it right. I got it right. I'm just saying it. Let me see if I can pull this up a little bit more here. Just going to move the light. Sorry, y'all. I hope that doesn't get in the way. And there we go. Hey, get to see Squiddy. Squiddy's making an appearance. Squiddy's right over here. Those of you that don't know Squiddy, Squiddy is my crystal ball. And just so you know, we have a thing about octopus in this house, octopi. We have an octopi in every room. It's like Disney, where you have to find when you have to find Mickey someplace. In our house, you have to find the octopus. Every room has an octopus. It's like all fun and games here. So this is what's going on. In the past, the foundations are shattered. Okay, we've got our, let me grab my wand here. We've got our Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So the foundations of this are shattered, all of the good stuff. So when we look at those court cards, we have the Page. Let's just talk about, 340 in the UK. Good morning from G, or good afternoon from G. So all of the plans that were laid, when we look at those the court cards, when we look at the Page, Knight, Queen, King, Page has the idea, voices that idea. The Knight goes and takes charge of it and tries to make that idea come to fruition. He brings it to fruition. The Queen will then cultivate it and make it better. So it's almost like the Page gets the idea to, and I use this analogy, building a house all the time with tarot. The Page gets the idea of building the house. The Knight actually builds the structure. The Queen would go in and she would start decorating and putting the final touches and making it a home. And then the King would pay the bill. And enjoy it. So really, that's kind of the thinking here. Now, when we go into reverse, and remember, our tarots, when we go into reverse, doesn't mean the opposite. But what it can mean is a shattered attempt. It can mean that we tried to build this thing up and it didn't work. So what do we do now? We have to find new plans. So we come right into the present, where we've got the Two of Wands, which is creating new plans to move forward. We have movement cards here. We have the Six of Swords, and we also have our Chariot card. They know that this is the right thing to do. really, and I know some of the 45 haters are not going to like this. They're doing this for the good of the country. This really is, and I'm getting this very intuitively. This is an effort to save our ship. So it was a hard decision, and I know a lot of 45 haters will say, "Oh, he'll never take a back seat. He will never accept that." This was a hard decision that was made. It was very, very difficult. Um, I have some further thoughts on this, but he struggled with it. In the end, this was a wise choice. This is and we have this King of Swords here. So our King of Swords, what he's going to do, and that Jersey accent is coming out. So Jersey. Oh my God. You guys love it on a Saturday morning. Jersey. So what he's doing is he's making a good decision for everyone. This is not a decision that he's making that is invested in his own ego or anything like that. If we got this in reverse, I would say this is an ego move. I would say that, you know, he was inflexible on it. This is a very wise decision that was made, and I believe by both of them. So how does 45 feel about this? Let's talk about that. And just for the record, just so everybody knows, because they both reside in the same state, they can't ticket mate. They can't be on the same ticket. So that's an important thing to know, because a lot of people say, oh, they're going to run together. They're going to run together. Princhy, what I'm just going to pull you up here, sweetie. So no other voice from the family being heard. From, I'm confused. From 45's family? When I just got chilly. Sometimes that happens when I download. And this week some neat things happened. I actually got myself a new desk chair. I know you guys always heard me squeaking on my ball chair. I had an exercise ball chair, and it was a good idea at the beginning of the pandemic, but then it turned into a really bad idea because you really have to actively sit. Hi, Penny. I'll see you later, Penny. So, you know, I had this ball chair. I actually fell off it a few times. I hate to say that, but you have to engage your abs the whole time you're in it. And I just couldn't like sit back and relax. So I got this really nice chair. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have this very pretty chair. And I also got this stand that has all of my cards in it. Well, it doesn't have all of my cards. I still have some stored in the steamer trunk upstairs. But now, and I used to have all my cards out here. Now I have them over here. So what this means is that somehow my magic shack will get magically built, and I'll have to move out of this space now that I've gotten really comfortable in it. Sloppy shuffle. Everybody take a drink of your tea or your Bloody Mary or your hot chocolate or whatever you're enjoying today. So how does 45 feel about this scenario? Which I think is true. I think they've concocted this. I think this is an idea. How does he feel about it? Oh, he hates it. Oh, he's not comfortable. He's out of his comfort zone. We've got the devil card. Absolutely. This is his ego right here. It's blowing up. Not comfortable in this position. However, he wants to do this to move forward. So I think that's a good thing. So how does DeSantis feel about it? How's the blocking looking, guys? And my lighting? My lighting seems to have gotten resolved too. Oh, well, this is interesting. This is very interesting. So Gregopedia worked very hard on setting up the studio, so he's doing really good. I'm driving him nuts. I'm like, I want to fix this. I want to fidget this. So what we've got is we've got our high priestess. His head is in the right place. What he's doing This is very high-minded, and he's looking at the greater scope of things. He wants to really make things better. He does feel ready to lead on a national platform. I personally, I feel he's very young. I feel he's a little too young to do it. It's just my opinion. I, I know Kennedy was very young. Um, Maybe this is what we need. Maybe we do need we'll take a look at that too. Maybe we do need a young leader in place after 46, after the current situation. Uh, Also, he is just stepping into this power. He has a great love for the country, has a great love for practical leadership. I think, I worry about anyone that gets in that position from the conservative side, from the Republican Party, because I just feel like there are some crazy people out there, and I do hope that that's going to be uh, a good thing for him. So let's see what we've got going. And listen, guys, I checked my monetization, and I just got monetized in September, and I have a very nice accumulation in there. So I want to thank all of you for that. Like, I just didn't expect that. It's really cool. So let's see. Oh, wait, well, I've got questions here. He will have a female running mate, possibly. And I have Carrie say, Penny saying, is Carrie Lake? I don't know. I didn't even look at the news yet. So we'll take a look at her. So is this plan going to work? Is it going to put enough distance between Trump? I said it again, between 45 and DeSantis? Is it going to put enough distance in between them? It's so funny. I have friends that are like, he's a maniac. He's killing people in Florida. And I was like, I'm perfectly happy that my parents are there. Same cards. So you say same cards, everybody. We're getting the same cards here. My camera's a little crooked. Let's get that straightened out. Let's get my camera needs a V8. Yeah, I think this is going to work, but we're getting the same cards. Pretty cool. Wheel of Fortune looks like it's in our favor, and under the surface, I think we're not going to have people that are happy about this. But what election do we have unanimous voting? I mean, we just don't really see that in the United States. We don't really see, landslide kind of. I mean, some people may say, 46. It was a bit of a landslide there. It was a shocking landslide. Let's put it that way. So is this plan going to work? It's devious, and it's clever, and it's a bit manipulative, but I think manipulative for the right reasons. We're moving forward, making plans, trying to correct the poor foundations that we have, and moving into the future with very, very strong and decisive leadership. So I think that this is a good thing. Wheel of Fortune is favorable when that is upright. This is our dominant energy here. And then under the surface, it's disruption of the the status quo. That's a stupid cough that we have. Greg's is much worse than mine. So this will be some dissent. Some people have some issues with him being in there. I think he is going to well, let's see. Let's see, what is this purported presidency going to be like? Oh. Ooh. we're going to see a lot of conflicts, but we're going to see a lot of political, um, a lot of political posturing and flexing, and it's just going to be kind of stupid. This is the best thing for us, though. Sorry if you disagree with me. I'm sorry. I'm just reading the cards here. This is going to be the antidote for what's going on in the country. Two of the best cards in the deck: the Four of Wands, the Nine of Cups. So Aries, rainbow child. So all these reversals here, even though they are part of the story, this is our conflict. This is conflict that they're just going to thwart him at every turn. They're just going to be out there screaming about how it's not working. They're going to say how this is, there'll be a lot of political squawking. But the reality is that the goods, the juice we get from the squeeze is going to be very, very good and very, very practical. So, I think we're going to see some rumblings from the bill that they passed in Florida about what they're teaching kids at a young age. I think we'll see a lot of blowback from that, even though I have personal friends who were commenting on it and did not read the bill. So it's I think we're going to see some issues, but it'll make for interesting tarot card readings. So, and I guarantee you guys, I will do a marathon on election night. I will do a tarot marathon on election night. Absolutely will not miss that. You can hang out with me. You drop in, drop out, whatever you got to do. I will be here reading cards the whole night. So let's see how Carrie Lake is going to do. Let's see if this is going to get pulled out. I'm going to tell you, let's watch out for the Seven of Swords. Okay. Devil card. We're going to watch out for those. So let's see. Let's see. Carrie Lake. Oh, getting a headache right away. So this is not going to be resolved right away. Serendipity, you know what I'm talking about. Getting that headache. Not going to be resolved right away. So the Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant, both, and the Sun, all suggest that she's going to be victorious. However, there's going to be a lot of conflict about this. She's going to have to defend that position. She's going to have to defend that it was, in fact, a legitimate WIN. So do we expect anything less? Every single election we have, I think, is going to be, I said the word again. I said the E word again. I think every single one is going to be contested. I think we're always going to have some issues with that. Okay. So is she going to stay put? We'll just pull one card on this. So the Knight of Pentacles, that tells me that this is going to be an ongoing discussion. Okay. So very much in the fashion of how 45 got in and everyone said, hey, there's some tinkering here, or I shouldn't say everyone, and how 46 got in and everyone said there's some tinkering that's gone on here. That's, absolutely. Let there be peace on earth. I actually sang that in grade school at our Christmas holiday pageant. I think it was called the Christmas pageant. So let's take a look. Sarah Huckabee. Yeah, I dig her. Candace Owens. Will she run? Her kids are so little. I don't know. if she'll run. But let's see how Sarah Huckabee is going to do. I saw her dad talking about how proud he was. It was a very cute moment. Very cute moment. I only have a couple more minutes, and I do want to get Elon Musk in there. She's going to do just fine. She's in the position she should have been. She's going to have some strife and some difficulty, but she's going to be able to take it. We all know Sarah Huckabee is pretty tough. She's going to have a lot of fights on her hands, but she's got the wits about her. We have our nice Ace of Swords down here, but she's up for the fight. She's ready for the fight, and she knows that that's happening. Okay. So Sarah's going to be fine. I'm going to stick off of Candace Owens, and I just want to take a look at Elon Musk and what is going on in Twitter land. And this is something else I did. I labeled all of my cards, so I won't be looking for them anymore. So most of my decks have labels on them now. So these little pretty labels. I was going to do printed stickers, and I was like, no, I just want to label them. So I found my Elon Musk deck, the Dark Mansion Tarot. So are people really that upset? I just read one of the guys had to, one of the, I don't know if he was an executive or a management person, but he had to, he got a list of people he had to fire, and he immediately threw up in his garbage can. So go figure. Woo! Sloppy shuffle. Everybody take a drink of your tea. So, oh, thanks. You know what? These bags, I'll actually put them on my website, because on the new website I have all the links for. Oh, I should tell you guys about that before I read for Elon Musk. The new website, it's just a new design. It's a new website name. It's fortunecookiestarot.com. I couldn't get it before, and I fought for it, and I got it. So I have links to most of the decks that I use on a regular basis. It is an Amazon affiliate link, so I will get a fee or a commission from that if you do purchase through it. I didn't put the bags up, but the bags are super cheap. Like, you can get like 10 for like $14. So I buy them in bulk. I don't buy them one at a time. And I'll put that up there too. I also need to put a link to Alicia's site for crystals and all that. So I want to make sure that I give her proper recognition for all the fun crystals that I have from her. So are the people at Twitter really this dramatically upset? Like, are they really this dramatically upset? It's the word on the street is that he's axed a bunch of people, and we may have to pull the camera down a little. He's fired a bunch of people. The ones that are there are being overworked. Everybody's crying. Oh, this is such a rebirth. You know what? I don't think this is a bad thing. All right. So this is more of an explanation of what he's doing rather than an editorial on how the people that are working there are feeling. So we've got this 7 of Swords in reverse. I'll come down a little bit just so you guys can see a little bit better. There you go. This deck is so cute. I love this deck. So 7 of Swords in reverse, which means all the shadiness is going to come out. We're going to find out what's going on behind the curtain. And then that Queen of Swords in reverse this is not being careful with your words. We're not happy at home. The 4 of Wands is in reverse. This is a poor situation. And we have this 10 of Swords in reverse. We're done with the bullshit. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Done with the bullshit. So hi, Susan. I know I missed last night too. I love our Friday night. So we'll be back next week. I promise. I think Alicia's sale ended last night, but go over to the website. It might end today. So that she does have some pretty ridiculous crystals over there. And you could also get your moon moth manor stuff. So I got my sweatshirt. We were wearing it last week like a team. So for Elon here, what he's doing is he's figuring out what worked and what didn't work. And I've said this before. He is trying to figure out how to move forward and how to expand on what Twitter has already done and the foothold that it has. Under the surface, 8 of Wands, he's not getting a lot of cooperation. He's not getting a lot of movement from everyone. But we have the Death card. This is a rebirth. So big question. Is he going to restaff? Knight of Cups. Yes. Yes, he can't do this alone. 6 of Swords in reverse, 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. I love this deck for Elon Musk. It really is good. No one's going to be happy what he's doing. But he's like a strict dad in this. He's going to be like it or lump it. We're doing this. We're making this happen. So Knight of Cups, he's finding some good things to do, and he's working on getting those people that are still there to actually like him and to understand what he's doing. He's bringing them into the back room. So they're on the factory floor, but he's bringing them into the back room so that they can understand what the purpose of the changes are. 6 of Swords, they're moving away from a bad thing, moving toward a good thing. He's dragging them along with him. It's almost like the house is burning. Come on, we got to go. And they're just like, no, I want to stay here. So he is dragging them along. They're very resistant to the idea that this is going to be an improvement. Now, a lot of people will get stuck on stupid and stuck on something that's working well for them. This is that situation. They're like, hey, this is working well. We don't want to go anywhere. But the 8 of Pentacles, he's actually going to have to demonstrate to some of these people that how this is going to be an improvement. They're still going to fight him tooth and nail. We've got that 10 of Cups in reverse, but the 3 of Swords in reverse on the bottom underneath the surface, some of them are starting to see what his grand plan is. And they're starting to warm up to it a little bit. I don't want to say really a lot, but they're starting to warm up to it. One of the things that I find with Elon Musk is that his work ethic is uncommon, and a lot of people are not used to that kind of drive, and they take offense to it because it's like they want to have a meeting about a meeting, and he doesn't want to have a meeting about a meeting. He doesn't want to say, well, we'll meet on Monday to decide what time we're going to meet on Wednesday. He wants oh, Primchi, yes, I would like to, and to be short, I found him very, very hard to read for. He was very closed off for a long time. It took me a while to get a beat on him. So let's see. And I'm on Twitter. I'm not active on it, but I'm on Twitter. So is it going to work? Is this going to work for him? And then I got to go, ladies and gentlemen. I got to go drive my girlfriend, Kathy. Kathy, if you're listening, I'll put my shoes on. I'm barefoot right now. Put a jacket on her. I don't even know what to wear outside. It's so weird. Aries Rainbow Child, if you're asking if I'm on TikTok, I did have an account, and then my husband asked me to get rid of it. My husband's Japanese, and he was like half Japanese, and Gregopedia is half Japanese, and he was like, yeah, we don't want Chinese spying in our house. So I thought it was pretty funny. But I don't know. Are they collecting data? I think everybody's collecting data. I'm not collecting your data. Though I do have a sign up for a newsletter that it has yet to be started. So I think I'm going to start my newsletter in December. So I think you'll get one in December. I think I'm going to do it monthly instead of just spamming the snot out of you with a weekly. I don't have the bandwidth to do it myself right now. So and I am a writer, so I'm going to want to do that newsletter myself. So we'll talk a little bit about that when I wrap up this reading. So what was I saying? Sloppy shuffle. Everybody have a drink. I'm thinking about getting sloppy shuffle chalices too for you guys to buy. So, is Elon's plan going to work? And I don't know if you all remember, I did a reading on it and he wants to expand on. It's going to be like the everything app. I think that was what he called it. Five of Pentacles. He may have to get rid of more. Five of Pentacles in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Hermit. He's still a bit ahead of his time. Seven of Wands on the bottom, trying to figure out how to work it. So with this Five of Pentacles and the King of Swords, I think that he needs to get rid of more of what he's working with. So more of the structure that is in place right now, I think he does need to get rid of a little bit more than he's anticipating. But he likes what's happening. He's still a work in progress. He's still really working at what the ultimate product is going to be. I have to call it a product. So the ultimate product. Not a lot of believers in what he's doing and how he's conducting himself. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. These are both in reverse. This is, just the rebuilding has to be a bit more significant than he's doing. The Seven of Wands, again, that's figuring out, what's going to work, what's not going to work, how to incorporate the existing infrastructure. I have to put it that way because I'm not an IT person. He really has to figure out how to get all of those pieces of the puzzle together. So, let me put these on the side and I'm going to talk to y'all before I check out and go drive my girlfriend to go pick up her car. So the newsletter that I'm going to do is going to be based on a magical year. And I am going to do the Charming Homes feature. So we'll have some fun little projects and things that you can do. So I hope this is going to add some value to my channel. I mean, I know you guys love when I'm just reading cards and, talking about that kind of stuff, but I want to add some value so that you guys can live a little bit more of a magical life. Now, I'm not a Wiccan. I'm nothing like that. I just incorporate some fun magical stuff. Some of them are taken from Wicca. Some of them are taken from some of the cultures that I grew up with. Some superstition things. Like here's one that drives everybody crazy. You can't leave your cabinets open in the kitchen. Like even when you're cooking, you can't leave them open because people will talk about you. So. Everybody thinks that that's like crazy because I'm always like closing cabinets. Little things like that. And in my magic shack that is still being built. I mean, we have no electricity run out to it. That's our big issue, is getting the electricity out to it. We have a big piece of property, so when we run it, we actually have to run the electricity all the way back to the gazebo and the beer hall at the back of the property. So, it's not just like running electric to my shed. It's a huge project. So, oh yeah, Aries Rainbow Child. I will absolutely do a Q&A. Absolutely. You know what? Maybe we'll do one tomorrow. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow night, just for fun. And I can tell you guys about some of the stuff that I do. I mean, I saw that you guys were talking about sage. Oh, thanks, Penny. I have so much makeup on right now. Like I can't even tell you. And I got this, I actually bought a Maybelline foundation that it's the 16-hour wear Maybelline foundation. It's the bomb. It covers so well. Like I was just kind of shocked, and it doesn't crack and break. It's pretty cool. I use the e.l.f. HD setting powder too, but and I actually, in the description, I have a link to Younique, because this is a secret. I actually have a Younique proprietorship because I love their skincare. So I put the link in there too. If you guys have any questions, you can email me. But a few people had asked about like where is getting my hair done. A few people had asked about my makeup. The foundation I am using a Maybelline foundation and elf setting powder. So you got that. I'm not doing that through Younique, but so back to the newsletter and what we're going to do with Charming Homes. So the newsletter, I'll kind of cover like some things that we could do for the month. Like I'm setting up, I'm going to buy all my products, and then I'm going to set up a small video about what products you should buy. We're going to do a Yule log this year. And so it's just a Yule log that you decorate, you burn it on between Christmas and New Year's. And basically, if you do a wish jar or a gratitude jar or a worry jar where you write things down and you put it in there, you can burn all of those things with your Yule log. But the Yule log you can make really pretty. You can use it as a decoration through the holidays if you have family coming over or anything like that. So there are different cleaning things that we're going to do. One of the things that I did, I made moon water with that last full moon in the eclipse. And I had a discussion with a friend of mine. I saw an article and they were like, yeah, you really shouldn't make moon water during the eclipse. So I threw some of the lavender that we grow on our property in there, and I put some amethyst in there. And somebody else said, yeah, I don't know if you want that crystal to be charged by that eclipse. And so I'm doing some research. My girlfriend Shelly is doing some research too. So she's part of the Charming Homes faction of the Fortune Cookies Tarot enterprise. So, but we'll maybe do a couple of cooking videos. I'll bring you guys up into the kitchen. You can see my crazy kitchen. It's very cottagey, it's very witchy cottagey. So, basically the idea is to incorporate just a little bit of magic and intention into your house and your home and your cooking, your makeup too. I do lots of different stuff. Moon water on my face. Not the moon water that I just made. I did use it a few days. I'm using moon water from the last full moon. Gregopedia makes fun of me about the whole moon water thing. Like he's just like, I don't get it. I'm not getting it. So he thought it was crazy. But so with my magic shack, I'm going to have a little herb garden around it. We'll do some herbs around it. And I have this amazing cast iron tub that was scrap we have neighbors that are farmers, and they had it as scrap outside. And I was like, can I have that? And they were like, yes, I'm going to set up like an outdoor, ritual bath kind of thing. So that, like I'm not crazy. I'm not going to be buck naked in my backyard, even though I'm pretty far from the neighbors, but I'll have like some kind of like moonflower screen put up or something. So, basically just to give you a little bit more magical living and some insight into how I kind of live my life and how I try to incorporate magic to make my family safe and feel comfortable and make my guests feel comfortable. So I think it's going to be a fun component. It's not going to be an everyday thing. I'll do it like once a week. Maybe we'll do a little Charming Home session with, I may have Shelly come in, but the new website is going to have a page with that. Right now, it just has a link for readings, and it also has a link for coaching. I've had a lot of calls for private coaching, one-on-one coaching for tarot, for psychic work. So I have a link for that. So you guys can do that. I do have a class that I do, in a group session, but I just, with everything that's been going on, I haven't been able to schedule another class. I do have a textbook that I wrote as well. And as soon as I have that in a really good digital format, I will put that on the website as well. So you can all go over there and sign up for the newsletter if you'd like, or you can just keep watching here because the newsletter is going to reflect everything that we do in a Charming Homes session for the beginning of the month. So I'll probably do the Charming Homes thing like on the first Monday of the month or first day of the month, whatever. But it'll be fun, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. And like I said, we'll do some cooking, make some food. I love making food. I think there's a lot of magic in food. So yeah, so that's what's going on. I am going to go drive my friend to go get her car, and I will see some of you later. If I don't get too deep in my cups after I'm finished working for the day, maybe I'll do another live later on tonight or maybe tomorrow. So everybody have a great day. I hope to see you soon, and go check out the website. Let me know what you think, and I'll be back soon. All right, bye.